it is the first security scare ever since the Kartarpur gates have been opened up for Indian Sikhs. This is the latest that is coming in. Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi has allegedly lost 23 Indian passports of Indian nationals who wanted to visit the Kartarpur corridor. This is massive and very critical, and owing to Pakistan High Commission's stand on this, MEA has now begun the process to cancel these passports immediately, as the agencies fear that Pakistan could misuse these passports against India in the future. And our senior associate editor Aditya Rajkol joining us on the phone line to give us more details. Aditya, very critical situation there, but what are the reasons Pakistan is stating for allegedly losing these passports, and what is the MEA planning next?
Well, the question right now is that, Pakistan is not even agreeing that they have lost the passport. So they are completely denying this charge. But yes, there were around close to 4,000 pilgrims who had approached the Pakistan High Commission to visit not just Kartarpur, but across the border of several gurdwaras on the anniversary of Baba Guru Nanak. And there were 3,800 visas that were issued to Indian passport holders of the Sikh community. Out of them, 23 passports were lost by the Pakistan High Commission. Now, several FIRs have been launched by those Sikh pilgrims in Punjab and New Delhi as well. And the agencies fear that the Pakistan could, misuse these passports. Because remember, several diplomats of the Pakistan High Commission earlier have been charged with espionage and spying. Not just that, but also giving visa to certain individuals who go across the border for terror training. So this is a headache for the agencies who are probing this. But now the ministry has taken cognizance as well. And the Ministry of External Affairs may, in fact, in the next couple of days, revoke the passports if these passports are not found. But after the Republic broke this story, we are also learning that the Pakistan High Commission has suddenly woken up and is trying to see where exactly those passports are. But even though, this breaking is, triggering waves, as of now, we are getting reports that the Pakistan High Commission is completely tight-lipped, but the Indian government has raised the issue with Pakistan.
Aditya, stay on with us as we have our contributor Sriram Cholia joining us on the phone line. Sriram, what do you have to say about this latest news coming in? Pakistan saying that 23 Indian passports have been lost, and in fact, they are not even taking the responsibility for the same.
Well, we know this Khalistan revival plan of the Pakistani military establishment has been around for a while now. They have been, harboring some of the hardline extremist groups wanting to restart the Khalistan armed struggle there. Gopal Singh Chawla, Harmeet Singh Happy, and so on are the most dreaded names. So I am not surprised. We had flagged on Republic the fears about the Kartarpur corridor and how this could lead to some of our youth being lured onto their side for training and for indoctrination. So if these passports are missing, then these people basically themselves lose any legal status and citizenship whatsoever and cannot be tracked. And then, they could easily be indoctrinated and inducted into this Khalistan revival plan. So I think we have to be monitoring our own citizens going across the border, because it's 4 kilometers onto that side, Kartarpur, and we don't know what they are going to do with some of these youth who anyway are, dissatisfied because of economic reasons in our Indian Punjab. So they are actually quite vulnerable to being recruited.
Right.
And I think that is the biggest fear of these kind of suspicious activity, and we need to demand answers from the Pakistani establishment, from Imran Khan himself, who is saying this is purely a spiritual and a religious diplomacy to open Kartarpur. Then why is Khalistan being revived, and why can't you build confidence by giving up that cause altogether? Then we will
Sriram,
see it
very
as a
critical situation here, and of course we wait for more updates from the MEA on this. Thank you for the moment for joining us. And Aditya, before we let you go, a quick answer: what is the status of these 23 Indians, as they don't have their passports right now? Where are they? All right, I'm not too sure if Aditya is still patched with us, but let's go across to Sushil Pandit as he's with us on the phone line. Sushil Pandit, what do you have to say? Pakistan stating that 23 Indian passports are lost, and in fact, they are not even taking responsibility. They remain tight-lipped on this whole issue. It's very critical because passports have been misused in the past. What's their plan?
Yes, and knowing the true character of the country we are dealing with, we shouldn't discount the potential misuse of, abuse of these passports in the hands of Pakistan. There have been speculation already in terms of motives, real motives behind throwing open this corridor. And this speculation seems to be coming true within days of this opening of the corridor. It is very critical. This is sensitive personal information of these pilgrims, and they've gone missing from the highest security areas, which is why it's a matter of concern, and not just a matter of concern, but a thorough investigation. How can Pakistan High Commission not even offer a cogent reason for doing this kind of a breach? It's violation of trust.
And Sushil, weren't many people also predicting this? Wasn't this one of the biggest fears when the Kartarpur corridor was opening up? We know the kind of politics that Pakistan played over it, but this in particular is very critical.
Suvesha, none less than our Chief Minister of Punjab, Captain Amrinder Singh, cast a huge doubt over this entire exercise. He has publicly accused ISI of hatching a conspiracy. So all of it should be seen under that light.
And shouldn't the likes of Sidhu now come out and answer? They have been batting for Pakistan all the way through, but who now counters this situation?
I think we need to be a lot more careful. For example, the way we casually sent two cabinet ministers who were humiliated by the Pakistani establishment led by their Prime Minister himself from the podium.
Right.
Where he actually mocked at our Prime Minister, mocked at India and the presence of its two senior ministers in that function. This humiliation should never be forgotten. So India as a state and our politics in a bipartisan manner must be wary of these designs and should thwart them together and not split up conducting politics along these lines.
Absolutely.
Because it's a matter of national interest and our honor.
Absolutely. Sushil Pandit, thank you so much for joining us here on Republic. The situation indeed is critical and we wait to get more answers from the MEA on this. For now, it's time for us to move on.